Hey everyone, Stuart from Fit Solutions. I'm just going to run through some exercises with this fantastic piece of kit called the foam roller. Now personally, I tend to use these prior to any class we teach to increase the mobility in the muscle and just to release any knots that might be in there prior to doing any form of work, any form of exercise, whether it be squats, lunges, any movement basically. I just feel that this creates the body to be in a better position prior to doing any form of work. So I'm just going to run through some areas that I feel may benefit for you. You can follow along with these at home. It may feel a little bit painful at times, and that's totally normal as, like I said, the muscle may be tight in these places. So we're going to just start with the glutes, the bum. So we take a seat on the roller, and what I would suggest we do is take a little tilt to the side just to get on one glute on one side, and then we just take a little bit of a roll down the glute, so it's coming towards the back, your lower back, your tailbone. So we're off centre, we're at the top of the glute, and as a rule when we're rolling we tend to roll from top to bottom, outside to inside. So if I form that rule, there's the top, there's the outside, and towards, I'm going to roll heavy towards the middle there. Now personally I can't feel much from this. If you're not feeling much at home, we can increase this stretch and this roll by just bringing one leg on top of the other. So the leg which is now raised now, I'm going to use this one to roll from. So again, there's the top, there's the outside, and I'm rolling heavy towards the inside. Now, if you encompass any feel of knots or any little bit of pain or discomfort, you can ease off on there, because ideally we're rolling to the onset of pain. I don't need to be rolling to the, like your eyes are sweating, your eyes are crying, but just a general, just roll to the onset of pain. If you feel a knot, you can hold on there, try and ease it off. So just kind of 15-20 seconds might ease off a little bit. I can feel it going now, so the pain will subside a little bit. And just to switch sides, onto the other glute, other leg lift, there. And also just appreciate where we are with the supporting arm. It's taking a little bit of load on there. So trying to lock out the arm and let the shoulder insert up here. Try and melt the shoulder away. Keep the shoulder away from the ear. And outside to inside, top to bottom. Like I said, when we're squatting, when we're lunging, this form of rolling will really help us prior to doing any form of exercise. Now we're going to go down into the lower leg next. Under the calves. Now what I suggest we do, because the more trained people, the more find that people's lack of dorsiflexion is something else, because I guess a lot of people sit down and work a lot, calves get very tight, and then you don't want to really come into a class and start jumping around. So we're just going to release the calves now. So what I suggest we do, just go up single leg first, so supporting the hands behind you, lifted through the breastbone, truncate the neutral spine, and then just a little bit of pressure into my bent legs. So I'm just hovering, and I'm just working down into the soleus first, just a little roll, again outside to inside, top to bottom. So there's the outside, I'm just going to gently roll it down towards my heel. Now personally I don't feel much there, so what I'm going to do is double it up. So I'm going to lift up, and now I've got a little bit more weight onto that calf, so I can feel a little bit more. I can have a feel around, so go onto the outer side, go more inner, so just adjust yourself around, so it just makes it feel a little bit more personal for you and where your tension is. Okay, now we're going to drop it down, or lift it up, sorry, into the gastrocnemius. So we're getting right into that big fleshy part of the calf. Now this area tends to get tight. I find that with a lot of my clients coming in really tight on this area. And like I said, before or after a workout, but definitely before a workout, you should be rolling out. The other side. You follow it along at home, and by all means you can stop the video and you can carry on your own. Outside to inside, top to bottom. There's the top, and I'm rolling it down towards my heel as I just rotate my leg. And again, the breastbone lifted, going to try that double. So just into the soleus now, the lower calf. Oh, there's a bit of tension. And after a few times of doing this, you'll identify where the tight areas are. So you can get straight on them, save a bit of time. Good, good, good. Now we're going to roll it into, forgive the pun, we're going to go into the hamstrings. So again, find this is a big fleshy muscle. Tend not to feel much there personally, but again, if you feel like you sit down a lot and these hamstrings are tight, stretching won't really do much for that. There's still going to be knots and tension in the muscle. Just have a little roll around the back of the legs, just to try and release. So that's the posterior chain done, the glutes, the hamstrings, the calves. I'm going to take it now, while we're in the supine position, I'm going to go into the mid-back. Ideally the thoracic spine, and this is a really good one, especially like I said, if you're being sat down at a desk all day, sitting in flexion, and then you expect to come into a class and swing kettlebells around or go into a spin bike and perform with a neutral spine. It's hard to do. So this is just going to help to put our spine in a more neutral position. So we position it just below the shoulder blades. You take your time with this one. Hands behind the head. And just very gently from here, keep it just below the shoulder blades and just try and relax a little bit. So my tailbone is onto the mat, foam roller, heavy just below the shoulder blade, and I'm just encouraging you to now stretch and open up through the chest so the elbows open out, and just gently support the head in the hands and hold there for a few breaths. And as you inhale, feel the rib cage, just elevate towards the ceiling, and exhale, try and maintain that position. Just take your time with it, try not to resist it. Gentle bit of pressure into the big toes and the heels, and then we just want to slowly come into a bridge and pause. So right in the mid-back, and then gently extend the legs just 2 or 3 inches to roll down your spine. And it's important that we keep your bridge, and as we roll back, we don't let this sink and go into a full back extension. So keep your neutral spine, pelvic floor, and just 2 or 3 inches down the back. Oh, that feels nice. And you can potentially roll onto the shoulder blades, but be careful. Now I'm going to bring it onto one side. So I'm going to just edge my left shoulder blade off and just roll it down on the right side. Oh, it's clunks and clicks. You very much need this. And again, this will help you if you're pressing your arms overhead. Are we doing any form of shoulder work? It increases the mobility, increases your range of movement, which is vital for getting the most out of your workout. So we're going into a sideline position from that right shoulder blade, reach my arm out long. This is a good one for the lats. There's big muscles just off the armpit. And again, if you're not feeling much, you can angle it slightly so I'm more open through the breastbone. Feel a bit more there, good. Try and identify the knots you can hold on, or you can rotate back to the centre more. You know, just make it work for you personally. Now we're going to go back into the mid-back. Just try and get onto that opposite shoulder blade. In fact, I'll show you from this side. So opposite shoulder blade now. So I'm going to go onto my left side, I've just done my right. Again, find your positioning, it's important, we don't just rush this. Lift, bridge, pause open. I'm just going to bring my right side off, so I'm leaving my left side now. And keep the breathing going. And you know what, if you're new to this, it may hurt a little bit. You're going to have your Brave tablets with you on this one. And onto the side, reach out long, onto the lat, reposition. And I can take a little bit of the sting out of this exercise, a little bit of the body weight off by using my opposite hand and pushing into this leg. So I can control how much or how little weight I've got rolling. So keep this arm in full extension and roll. Ooh, there's the knot there, so I'm just going to hold that out and breathe throughout. So around about 30 seconds to a minute on each side, which should suffice. And I would suggest we do this daily, ideally before a workout, but it won't be a bad thing if you to do this every day at home. Okay, the last one we're going to roll through is the quadriceps and the IT band. So we're just going to roll off the side of the leg, and we're going to roll from outside to inside, top to bottom. So we're following the fascial line like so, as we roll. And I suggest we do this in stages, because you're not going to get this whole roll down in one movement. So, I position the foam roller off centre, and I can line myself on my front, right in the middle of the quadricep. I'm going to rest myself on my forearm. So the other leg is out to the side. It'd be better if I show you from the front, so like this. On the front, from the side there, rest on the arms. Now to start on the side, we go to here. So we're just off the pelvis onto the IT band there, hold. Now outside to inside, top to bottom. So I'm going to position my arm, my elbow, just in front of my shoulder line, and that's going to encompass my movement because I'm going to travel forward. And as I do so, I'm going to gently rotate towards the floor. There's mat to inside line, and then gently ease the pressure off to take it back. So the heavy roll, outside to inside, top to bottom. After 5 or 6 rolls there, we can edge ourselves a little bit further down the leg and apply the same sequence, rolling down, outside to inside, top to bottom. Again, just try and relax that working leg as best you can. Again, to reiterate, just to the point of onset of pain, don't make it too uncomfortable. Roll on the other side. So I'm coming just off pelvis, bent leg, elbow underneath the shoulder, so I'm posturally pretty straight there. And I'm going to roll and rotate towards the floor and gently release. So like I said, I'm just doing these in stages. Try not to get down the whole leg in one go. And again, I'm going to adjust my arm, take it a little bit lower down the leg. And for the last one, last exercise in this roller, we can roll various other areas. So this is just a quick one just to get you working. And I'd love for you to try this at home prior to doing any form of workout, even if it be Pilates, yoga, especially if you've had a long day in the office, sat down a lot, or if you just generally suffer from tight muscles. It's going to be a really good one to help you out with. So, foam rolling the basics, try it at home. If it hurts, it's working, and I dare say that pain is going to subside as you get going with this. I've been Stu from Fit Solutions. Thanks for listening, everyone. Cheers.